What is going on in the world of real estate? I wish I could tell you, but I'll tell you this much. It is changing more than ever. I've never seen so many changes in real estate, especially changes of this magnitude. This is pretty crazy. So this isn't necessarily a new story, but it's a story that needs to be shared because it's coming down the pipeline, it's getting bigger, and it's going to drastically change how we conduct real estate. Back in 2019, a class action lawsuit was filed around commissions and how commissions were structured in real estate. I'm going to kind of start from the beginning and try my best not to bore you, but commission has always been negotiable. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't realize that or know that. They think that there's a standard when it comes to commission, but there is not. When you list your home for sale, you can negotiate anything from whatever the lowest amount you possibly can negotiate down to up to, there's no roof either. So again, real estate commission is completely negotiable. General practice has always been when I negotiate with you, a seller, for an agreed upon commission, you also know as the seller how much of that commission I'm going to share with the agent who brings a buyer. Back in 2019, a few sellers said, hey, that's not fair. That's not ethical practice because technically I, the seller, am also paying the buyer's agent for their service. They don't work for me. Why would I pay them? Chris, you're my realtor. I want to pay you and you only. That's where things change. Fast forward to 2023, when we list a home in the MLS, the multiple listing service, we have to in there disclose how much commission we're going to be paying to the other brokerage. And up until now, we have always had to put something in there for compensation. As a matter of fact, it was a written rule by the National Association of Realtors that a listing agent had to compensate a buyer's agent for their service. Okay, now you're probably like, Chris, who cares? That's your paycheck and their paycheck. Well, guess what? You should care. Here's exactly why. If you are buying a home and you're using a realtor and that realtor wants to be paid and they're no longer being paid from the commission that's being paid out from the seller, where are they going to be paid from? That's right. They're going to be paid directly from you, the buyer. One of the biggest reasons buyers don't enter the market as a buyer is because they don't generally have a lot of money, or theoretically they don't think they have a lot of money. The other challenge is credit, but in this scenario, we're only talking about money. So if you have to come up with more money in order to buy a home, and the money that you have to come up with isn't even going towards theoretically the transaction, it's going towards the service to help you acquire the property, well, that's going to put even more buyers on the sideline. And if you're a seller and you're thinking, great, who cares? Well, the stronger the buyer, the more buying power they have, the more money they can put in your pocket. Now, as of right now, lenders don't allow for a commission, a buyer to incorporate or include a commission paid to a realtor as part of their mortgage. So this is a fee that would have to come from your hard-earned savings. It's not something you could finance. And again, that is going to greatly limit the buying power that buyers have, especially in a challenging market when buyers are already having a hard time. Again, I want to present this information and I will continue to bring more info as time progresses and we learn more about it. But what are your thoughts? How would this change the real estate market? Are you for this? Are you against this? If you're a buyer, does that concern you that you may now have to come up with more money if you want to be represented by a realtor? And if you're a seller, does it concern you that, well, even though you may save some money on the commission, well, are you going to be losing money on the back end if buyers are losing buying power? Again, just share your thoughts because, again, this is information that is new coming down the pike, and it's going to change how we conduct real estate. With all that said, my friends, I'm Chris Nelson, the team lead of the Nelson Home Group, helping buyers and sellers achieve their real estate dreams in the greater Philadelphia area. And with all of that said,